I'm just going to go ahead and take back all of my complaining about the rain earlier in the show because it is nothing compared to what they're dealing over in Honduras and your stomping grounds back in Florida.
Oh yeah, this is actually going to be the strongest storm to hit the Panhandle since Hurricane Opal back in 1995, Dane. For us here in Northwest Missouri and Northeast Kansas, our main concern heading into the next 24 to 36 hours is the flooding potential and the threat for severe weather. So let's get right to it. The time is 5:43. As you are heading out the door, be aware of two things as you start off your Tuesday. Number one, we are still under a flood watch across the KQ2 viewing area through 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. And that, of course, includes Buchanan, Andrew, Atchison, Holt, Nottoway, Donovan, and Atchison counties in Northwest Missouri and Northeast Kansas. As I switch over to the next graphic, it instantly changes over to a light green. This is indicating flood warnings. That means that flooding has already begun to occur in places near rivers, low-lying areas, creeks, streams. So there is a good chance water has already begun to rise in those areas. So please be very aware with that standing water as we are going to be in this flood warning through 12:45 this afternoon. Now, if you live near the Missouri River, a flood warning is in effect for areas near the Missouri River, especially near St. Joseph through Thursday evening. That's because the waters near the Missouri River are already above flood stage of 21 feet. It is forecast to be over 25 feet by Thursday morning. So please be very aware with all the standing water that we have had to deal with over the last several days, as we have dealt anywhere between 3 to 6 inches of rain here in Northwest Missouri and Northeast Kansas. Here in St. Joseph alone, we have dealt with near 4.5 inches of rain in the last 9 days. That is a surplus of over 3.5 inches of rain. We're already catching up with rainfall totals for the year, but unfortunately it has come too late for us. I always said that should have been good during the summer, but not now. And like I always said, we do not need a huge rain event to come in all at once, and unfortunately it has happened for us here in Northwest Missouri and Northeast Kansas. The number two concern I want you to be aware with for your Tuesday is the severe weather potential we're going to be getting. As of right now, St. Joseph, Cameron, Atchison, Plattsburgh, Bethany, you are under a slight risk of severe weather for Tuesday afternoon. While if you live in Maryville, Rockport, Falls City, Hiawatha, you're under a marginal risk for severe weather. This is issued by the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma. It is a scale of about 1 to 2 for a severe weather risk. For us here in Northwest Missouri and Northeast Kansas, we're going to be under a low threat of an isolated tornado or two for later on this afternoon. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, hail up to 1 inch. But unfortunately, the main concern again is going to be the 2 to 4 inches of additional rain amounts we're going to be getting. That is going to bring once again the flooding potential. So again, the old saying, turn around, don't drown. Don't try to drive through flooded roads. Over half of deaths in flood flashing events is due to people trying to drive through flooded roads. Again, 6 inches of water can sweep a person off their feet. 1 foot of water will float a vehicle, and 2 feet of water will carry away vehicles, especially SUVs. So again, please keep it tuned to KQ2. Mike Colton and I will keep you updated on this. As you're heading out the door, we're dealing with wet roadways, light rain, and some low-level clouds over in St. Joseph right now. Temperature-wise, we're sitting in the lower to middle 60s right now. I'm expecting us to go up into the middle 70s later on today. And as you can see, over the last several hours, your KQ2 high-resolution max satellite radar has been picking up the thick clouds and the heavy to light amounts of rain indicated by the greens to the yellow to orange colors over our southern counties. More of a light rain over in our northern counties. But again, this is not over for us just yet, as all of this moisture from the Gulf of Mexico is going to continue to push through as this cold front continues to advance through Northwest Missouri and Northeast Kansas. You can see the low pressure system. You can see the counterclockwise flow of this. As this cold front continues to push through, as we're going to be dealing with the battle of the air masses between the moist, warm air and the cool, drier air behind the cold front, that is going to be the right ingredients for severe weather to occur. So again, keep it tuned to KQ2. We're going to keep you updated as we go throughout the next several hours. A high of 74 degrees today, which is near average for where we should be for this time of the year, Dane. Then once this cold front passes us later on today into your Wednesday, below average temperatures heading into the rest of the work week into the weekend, as we'll be in the middle to upper 50s. Look at this by Sunday, Dane. 48 degrees for your high with overnight lows in the 30s with widespread rain chances once again heading into the weekend thanks to another system. We don't need any more rain, Dane.
No, we don't, but it looks like we're going to get it anyway. Thanks, Vanessa.